Welcome back everyone, this is Max from maxjancar.com, and in this video we're gonna talk about your ex being hot and cold, how it looks like, why they do it, and how to deal with it so you can get them back faster. Just a quick shameless plug, if you want to go deeper into getting back with your ex, download my re-attraction cheat sheet, link in the description below. It's free. Now let's get back to the video. So here are some common examples how cold and hot behaviors look like, or mixed signals look like, so you can really be sure that what your ex is displaying are these sorts of behaviors. Example number one, your ex keeps texting you one day, but then suddenly stops and doesn't text you or even text you back for a couple additional days afterward. Example number two, you start making consistent plans with your ex about going out next week, let's say. But suddenly your ex cancels or starts giving excuses on why they wouldn't be able to make it. Example number three, they don't reply to your text messages, but they do open all of your Instagram stories or they give you likes on your posts. Example number four, they keep texting you and calling you one day, but then the other day they start ignoring you, they start to grow indifferent towards your initiated contact and things of that nature. And finally, example number five, one moment, let's say your ex wants to go out with you and wants to actually rekindle things and recommit, and the other moment they're confused about it, they start giving excuses, they are unsure about the whole thing, and then maybe a week goes by and they're again very passionate about getting back together with you officially, and then just in like another week, they're yet again cold and indifferent to the idea. This is essentially what mixed signals, aka hot and cold behaviors that your ex displays look like. Now, why does your ex do them in the first place? Well, there are a couple of very good reasons for it. Reason number one, you're turning them off somehow. Maybe you're controlling, maybe you're needy, maybe you're obsessive, maybe you're jealous, maybe you're trying to cross their boundaries, maybe you're not giving them enough space. Who knows, but these are like the most common mistakes people make that completely obliterate their ex's attraction and make them actually display hot and cold behaviors in the first place. Now, another reason they are displaying these sorts of behaviors is maybe because they are testing you. Basically, they're giving you mixed signals to see how you'll react. Will you become unglued and depressed? Will you become whiny and angry and pissed off? All bad ways to go, by the way. Or will you stand your ground? Will you not let it really bother you too much and just continue along with your life? Now, another reason your ex can give hot and cold signals is because they're toxic and they just want to see you in pain, they want to see you suffer, they want to like get revenge upon you, things of that nature. If your ex has a pattern of toxic behaviors already that you can sense from their past, then this is quite likely the case on why they're giving you mixed signals. Another factor is because they're in another relationship and it's just like, embarrassing to tell your partner, your new partner, hey, I still have this ex that keeps calling me and chasing after me. And exes that are in a new relationship, they're gonna be shy about the whole thing and they're gonna be shy about telling you, hey, I'm in a new relationship. So instead they kind of lead you on, kind of go back and forth between being hot and cold to basically keep their distance from you, while at the same time don't have to tell you that they're in another relationship. And lastly, the fifth reason your ex is giving mixed signals is because of some other external factor that has nothing to do with you. Maybe they have a tough exam coming up, maybe they have a tough time at work, maybe one of their friends died, maybe one of their family members is sick, who knows, it's not always about you. Now, to be fair, out of all of these 5 reasons for your ex's hot and cold behavior, the number one most widespread and common reason your ex is doing what they're doing is because of the first one. So you're in some way turning them off. Everything else is just like a fraction of couples or ex-couples that I've seen are actually in those cases. Now, how do you get your ex to stop being hot and cold, to stop giving you mixed signals, and actually basically start giving you warm signals all the time? Well, contrary to what many people think, it has nothing to do with how you handle your ex and their mixed signals, but how you handle yourself when you're faced with their mixed signals. One thing that will absolutely help is stop chasing after your ex. Stop initiating first. Stop pursuing them. Stop reaching out all the time. Stop reaching out in general. When they reach out, simply have a short conversation, let's say 3 to 5 text messages, 5-minute phone call, and at the start of the conversation, as soon as reasonable, set a date and be done with it. Get your ex actually to commit to a date. Don't chit chat about BS. It's where basically at those points, it's when things can really get boring, things really get tedious and annoying. Not to mention how, humor and wit and sarcasm horribly translates over text, and how phones in general are horrible ways of generating attraction because you can't escalate physically and sexually through them. Additionally, when I said don't be needy, I'm actually referring to simply avoid needy behaviors, over texting them, oversharing, being over-invested, prioritizing their perception of you over your perception of yourself, prioritizing what your ex feels, thinks, and what they stand for, instead of what you should do, prioritize what you feel, think, and stand for. Those are the kind of subtle behaviors that really go a long way. Also, don't be controlling. Don't be jealous. Don't be obsessive. It's really, really simple. You just gotta avoid a handful of needy behaviors, get your ex on a date, and when you're on that date, just focus on having fun and hooking up in the end. And that's pretty much it. So if you enjoyed this video and want to go deeper into getting back with your ex, go and download my reattraction cheat sheet, link in the description below, and I will see you later. Take care.